Hey cousins, welcome to an impromptu episode of Respectfully. I literally almost sprained my ankle running downstairs to this set so I could tell y'all about this. Now, this initial form I'm about to show you guys actually came out or got exposed a couple weeks ago, but I just saw it yesterday and I'm like, if I'm just seeing it, I know a lot of you probably have not seen it, but these woke schools continue to get more and more insulting to parents, where they are now telling little girls that they are mentally ill and have to sign a form about it if they are uncomfortable with boys in the bathroom with them. We are about to do a deep dive into that and talk about how crazy this whole thing is. Y'all know the vibes. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Welcome to Respectfully. Okay, so shout out to Libs of TikTok. Libs of TikTok is the one leading the expose, per usual, of what has been revealed. Now, this is a form. Can we pull the form up really quick? From Temecula Unified School District. I ran down here so fast, I didn't even grab my laptop. That's how you'll know I was mad. And this form, it says the mental health accommodation request form. So what this is telling your students, telling your daughters or your sons, if they're uncomfortable with a trans girl being in the bathroom with them, is that they need to sign this declaration stating that they have a mental illness or have a mental issue that has made it to where they are uncomfortable around trans children. That is crazy. So as we read into this, you have to put all your information on here, and it makes sure it says at the top that it's pursuant to section 504 IDEA and California Education Code 56,000. And then it says on here for the accommodation request, I'm requesting a mental health accommodation on behalf of my child. This request is made in accordance with federal and state laws, including yada yada yada. Then it goes down, please describe the mental health condition and nature of the accommodation being requested. And essentially what that is saying is that if your daughter is uncomfortable with a boy being inside of the bathroom with them, then they have a mental illness. Is that not the craziest form of gaslighting that you have ever seen? Where we have gotten to the point where they say, hi, little girl, to the little girl that's sitting there in a classroom. Oh, you don't want to undress in front of little boys? Then you have a mental health issue. If you don't want to undress in front of biological men who pretend to be women, or some of them are pretending, or is it all of them are pretending? It's up to you, I guess. That's what they say in California. That's how they feel at this point, that you are the one that's crazy. You're the one who's losing your mind if you think that you are wrong, or if you think that it is wrong to have to undress in front of the opposite sex who is pretending or cosplaying your sex, however you want to word that. It's actually crazy. It's actually the wildest form of gaslighting, to where they're no longer saying that the trans girls in these schools are the ones with mental health condition or a mental disorder or body dysmorphia or however you want, or gender dysmorphia, however you want to describe it. They're telling the students that are uncomfortable with it that they're the problem. I was aghast. I saw this and I was absolutely flabbergasted. And of course, it's coming straight out of California. But if it starts in California, it's probably going to make it to your state too, or to your district, your school district, if you are in a blue state or a blue region. And you know, what I do have to say is it's getting to the point where the students are leading a grassroots effort to fight this. And you have parents that are also coming forward trying to fight this. But then you also have parents that are trying to, you know, stop all momentum that the parents have in trying to stop this. And this is why I say more parents need to step up. More parents need to become way more vocal. You know, if you go over to PragerUkids.com, we have all sorts of resources that you can check out to help you with like language when it comes to addressing some of the things that are going on in your school, and really addressing what's in the curriculum and the legal rhetoric that you can use for that. Now, here is actually a confrontation that I just saw. Now, this was actually just, I believe, yesterday or maybe a couple days ago, where there's a student, or no, there's a mother that is confronting the other mothers. Let's go ahead and watch this.
This is a child that deserves to go to school. The 14th Amendment says every person deserves equal protection under the law. I'm scared, too, because I know that I'm right. And I know you all are on the wrong side of history. The wrong side of history.
On the wrong side of history is crazy. Can we pause real quick? It's always the self-righteous white liberal women who will look you right in the eye and say that you are on the wrong side of history because you are not in favor of, one, chemically castrating these children, or two, making your daughters change in front of boys. That's crazy. And I guarantee you she's affluent. I mean, Temecula, I'm pretty sure, is a very wealthy area. So it's an affluent, white, liberal woman that is coming over here berating all of these other mothers for having the audacity to say that these little girls deserve their own safe spaces. That's wild. But let's keep going. Let's see how crazy this gets.
That's right. You have no defense. You are endangering children's lives by doing this. This is not making anybody safe.
Making little girls change in front of boys, isn't though?
I'm not a parent, thank you. And you're right. Acting like one. Oh, okay. So I'm wearing the pearls, and you're the swine. Is that who's no swine in this?
Jesus loves that young man just as much as he loves you.
It's a
And
trans girl.
He is a young man.
Thank
Young
you.
man.
You don't get to tell somebody
you don't
what
get to
they
tell
are.
me.
You don't get to tell somebody what they are.
Raise your voice.
Your chromosomes
I
do.
can raise my voice if I want.
Go ahead. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for standing up for your First Amendment rights. We're doing the same. And we're going to train children better.
And that's
And
where
so are
government
you.
is not supposed to do that. I am not endangering children. I'm here for the rights of children.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So what about the rights of those children that were
The rights to chop off your genitals.
We don't have to go in that bathroom. The administration made
Just because the law is passed doesn't mean they're right and moral or valued by everybody. Please go away.
Clocked and cleared. But you get the vibe. It's like a Karen Olympics. It's a woke, wealthy, white Karen Olympics.
She is loved. She is loved.
No.
She is what she wants to be. You don't get to tell her that. You're not her parent.
I can say whatever I want on that.
You don't get to tell her.
So that's what we're dealing with here. We have parents that are actually thinking that they're standing on business and standing on the right side of history by saying that your little girl has to go and change in front of a boy. That's wild. That's actually wild, but that's where we have gotten. And this is why, again, I'm calling for every single parent that you have to start speaking up. And if you're not a parent yet, I'm not a parent yet, but this is still making me want to crash out because it's like when I do have kids one day, I don't want them to deal with this chaos. And it's just continuing to get worse because not enough people are standing up and doing something about it. And then the people who are impressing me the most, like I was mentioning earlier, the people that are actually standing on business are the young boys that are in the school district. I saw this video, and this will at least cleanse your palate and give you some hope for society. I keep saying Gen Z has been much more conservative and having a lot more common sense than we really got credit for, at least the men are, or the young men are. But now Gen Alpha, let me find out Gen Alpha is standing on business. Let me find out that Gen Alpha is coming here to save society. Let's look at this next clip.
All right, boys, why are you here today, and why should we protect girls in the bathrooms, locker rooms, and sports?
For fairness. For fairness.
Fairness?
I'm here to support my friends because they're suffering from a transgender guy that has a men's, and the woman should not be doing that because it belongs to the women's locker room. I don't think it's all right. It's not
Clock
good.
it.
I feel like women have the right to be disgusted if a boy is changing in the girls' locker room.
Yeah.
Period. It takes the young people, I guess, to stand up and stand on business and just have common sense. If these young little boys can understand the reality that we live in and understand that this entire thing is crazy, then why is it that these grown white liberal women do not understand what it is that is going on here? Okay, like these kids said, they said it best. These girls deserve privacy. They deserve their own spaces. Women and these young girls especially deserve protection. So if we are going to talk about protecting children, let's not gaslight the kids that are uncomfortable with something that every generation before them has known is weird. Let's not try to gaslight them. Can we pull up that form one more time? I need you all to be aware that if you do not stand on business and start making it clear that schools have gone way too far with this woke agenda, because I thought it woke was starting to turn around, but I guess I am completely fooled. This is coming your way. This is coming towards a school near you, a school district near you, if you do not say something about it. This is a real form. that Temecula Unified School District here in California is making kids sign if they don't want to change in front of the opposite gender. If that's not predatory to the maximum degree, I don't know what is. And that's all I have to say about that. So thank you guys for tuning into this emergency episode of Respectfully. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Have a good weekend, as long as you are not that Karen that was telling kids to be delusional. And I'll see y'all soon.